new age Dota 3. We've made a couple tweaks to it since the major. Some fresh patching right before we get going. And I'm just looking forward to, and Celery, of course, Gaimin Gladiators, these guys, they did pretty well again at that whole major thing. And
True.
Celery said he wanted to take it easy, right? And this is his idea of taking it a little bit easy. He had a little bit of a break lately, so he's not playing a micro hero. He's just going to play Bounty 5, right? Start your day off right.
I will say it sort of has like a similar feeling to it in a way as the Enchantress. Like you're running around the map early, you're kind of doing your own thing. You're not gonna be able to apply the same type of sort of pressure that we would see. It's an interesting word place down there. But he's definitely still gonna be that kind of roaming around guy, taking it easy, picking up some runes maybe. I like it. Yeah,
very chill. And I mean, Bounty, he's everywhere in the pubs. Of course, the phylactery build being the thing that most people are aware of right now. So that got nerfed a tiny bit just by the cooldown on the levels, or with your ulti on the different levels. So now it's like 6 seconds. But I mean, honestly, whatever. It's still pretty good. Not a necessity, but if your game's rolling, you can definitely see it happen here. We got a lot of heroes with this bottom Bounty rune.
Does he get it?
Oh, he's still good.
Oh, Celery, the sneaky guy. Oh, they got 4. Oh, man, that's awesome. I love that. Sorry, Quest.
I mean,
and then the GLHF afterwards. What a little troll.
That's rude. That is unsportsmanlike conduct. That's easily a penalty. All right.
I like that.
Throw him in the box right now.
Very funny. So what are you seeing out of these lanes to start? Anything stick out to you?
I feel like the most common matchup of the past year seems to be like Ember Pango. I feel like every mid laner likes it when this happens because they're both playing just fun heroes. And like nothing really wild's going to happen. Like sure, maybe a kill happens. Maybe someone does something a little bit silly. But overall, you're just kind of excited to move on with your game and get to play a fun mid the whole time. So, Quinn obviously been kind of dominating in the old pro scene lately, both in the lane and then afterwards. So I'm looking forward to see what Noob can bring to the table.
Right, if he can sort of maintain that parity that we hope to see from it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch. I will say, coming into that last pick, I always talk about Darkseer and love seeing it, but Amar just not really the type of player to pick it up. I was looking at his Dota buff afterwards, and literally he has 3 games on that hero. And I'm not talking professional games. He has 3 games on that hero total in like his pubs too. As they already got down that Sentry Ward and are keeping him out. But Tidehunter, a pretty interesting answer against the Terrorblade too.
Yeah, he's tanky. He's beefy. He does his thing. I don't know. I feel like in this day and age, Ravage it's like good, but at the same time, it's also just trying to play around the timings of Ravage. I feel like it's pretty stressful in what still feels like a very new patch. Because, like, I don't know, all your timings and stuff are a little bit off. Oh, look at that bounce back with the blood grenade. My goodness.
Down bottom. A good chunk of damage there onto Duraccio and almost brings him down. Thankfully, of course, did have that stick ready to go. But, yeah, they're putting a hurt to him. This is a little bit of a scary lane with Omar and Amar.
Yeah.
The dastardly duo.
Enemy of casters everywhere. As Celery, of course, the bounty hunter, the enemy of the couriers everywhere as he takes that down. And unfortunately, Anchor Smash still physical damage, as you could see by Duraccio surviving there. So, I mean, best case, though, you are a Tidehunter who hasn't had to take Kraken Shell yet, which always feels great.
Taking a look at that mid matchup, it is 17-3 versus the 12-0 so far for Pango. So they're off to a pretty hot start there. And then the big disparity is just going to be how much Ace has been able to sort of deny out TA2000's farm. You can see the Morphlane right now, 7-6 versus the 8-4. You can compare that down bottom, where both heroes are kind of free farming. It's definitely been a little bit of a disparity there in the top lane.
Yeah, top lane, they're just both struggling right now. But on the one hand, there's Doom, who wants Devour, and on the other hand, there's a Morphling who kind of wants to get his game rolling here. So I would assume that GG are pretty happy with the situation.
Right. Well, and again, I think we should bring our attention back to, as Noob is going to pick up one of those bounty runes, that ward that's up there, scouting out the area where Morphling wants to retreat to eventually. you know, thinking about what that might mean, if they do manage to push out TA2000, it's a really easy rotation through the gate for Celery to try and punish.
Yeah.
So that's maybe something to watch for.
And of course, like with the Tide and a Coddle, like the lane coming into the tower right now, Celery has that sort of balance that he's to deal with. He's like, how much do I have to be here right now? How much can I just like hop through the Twin Gate? And they also preemptively do have an observer on that gate right now from Ordu, but of course doesn't have a sentry there. So, and speaking of sentry, Celery will continue his battle, keeps winning that sentry battle here to maintain his safety in the lane.
Well, early slight advantage out of the laning stage for Gaimin Gladiators. Certainly nothing to write home about. Still has a blood grenade ready to go if they wanted to make a move now, and finds Omar, but Celery is getting some pretty good damage onto him with the reflection too. But Dyrachyo can't get past the big tanky watermelon now.
Yeah, it's a little awkward too because like Omar doesn't have any points in Kraken still, but I mean he has double bracer, 3 branches, like he is just mega tanky here now, and they're trying to fully abuse the Chakra, right? That's the whole idea. It's like if I take Kraken, I'm not getting any Chakra magic. I want to use all my spells as much as possible. But Omar is pretty weak right now. They're just going in.
Yeah, that's a kill, but it does come at the cost of Dyrachyo's life. So like you said, this Tide build of just going mass out stats and then having Coddle there, I mean, he puts a hurt on. He's got almost 1,200 HP right now.
It is crazy to actually burst through a Terrablade's armor like that. Like, it is physical, you know, that you are working this guy with, but he is getting there by just mass spamming the Anchor Smash thanks to Chakra Magic. That's really allowing him to get through what's typically the best defense for a Terrorblade.
While that happens, there was sort of more movement around the map. Ace feels pretty safe in his lane. And that meant, as you can see, that ward placed down over by Omar, that they're able to get a stack on the hard camp. So something to watch for. Mirana trying to build up stacks and maybe making a move here at level 6 from Noob. They're thinking about it at least.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was the change in the patch. Alongside the Wisdom Rune and like stacking giving XP just seems crazy to me. I really, like, as someone who plays 5 and really enjoys getting some good stacks on, like, you already get so much gold from it. Like, the whole thing about why it's so broken is that you're making gold in a situation where gold doesn't exist. Like, it just makes more gold. You don't take anything away from the player who you're stacking for. And now that's happening with XP. Seems crazy.
Right. It is pretty nuts. Speaking of which, fighting over this stack here. Power 8, Tofu, leap forward. Oh, Starstorm, good damage out, and that's enough. Tofu gets the solo kill. And in the meantime, mid lane, Quinn, he got the Arcane Rune, and now he hits level 6, gonna jump forward onto Noob.
Oh, the disarm.
And already get that Chakra, so no extra little bits of mana coming in. Misses the blinding light from Omar, and Quinn just picks up an easy one on a Noob.
More rotations coming in here as well. Into the tree lines, Kaori. Careful now. It's a lot of creeps under the tower, my friend.
Yeah, Celery's just gonna run at him a bit. But they're kind of zoning them all the way out of here. Arrow comes out, and yeah, that's another death for Quest. They lose another hero. I mean, strong stuff from Gaimin. 3K gold lead at almost 7 minutes.
All right, I have a proposal. Silencer can gain the int without leveling the skill as long as he can lose it when you kill him. Then I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I'll give him the innate ability that everyone wants now. Arrow up top.
Right.
Oh, TA2000. He's paying attention. Oh, sorry. It was a YOLO arrow and it almost hit.
Dire's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
in the meantime, we also see they're able to pick up on the side of Quest one of the Wisdom Runes, which, you know, considering how aggressive Gaimin Gladiators are being, I was wondering if we were going to see them move all the way in, as Ace is just starting to bully up on the top side, and TA2000 is backing away. Tofu, he'll get the other Wisdom Rune. And so that means a little bit more gold going into the pockets of Amar, who does have 6 now in this Tidehunter.
Yeah, really important again in this patch to go after those Wisdom Runes. Even more so now, since they're benefiting 2 heroes. Feels like it's kind of a disaster if you end up losing yours at 7 minutes right now, unless you're getting a lot on the map for it.
Right. Well, that courier was taken out. Mar doesn't have access to it. Quinn gonna get rotated on here in mid. But with Celery nearby and Tofu coming in, I don't think this is gonna be a kill on anybody except for maybe Kaori, but the arrow not going to connect. So Noob, he'll still be able to secure an illusion rune for himself. All that movement towards mid just sets that up at least.
Yeah, really interesting play there. I mean, they were waiting for this for a long time, like, trying to make a play with this level 6. They have a ward over on that high ground there. They were sort of like scouting it all out. They have an ob-sentry combo, spawning Celery in the river, and they still aren't able to get the kill. And in fact, Kaori, the raindrops helping.
Oh my god, he has another slight though in a second, and Quinn, he is going to pick this one up for free. The disarm does come out, but still, this early aggression. The Ember Spirit is just doing so much right now.
It's just so menacing. He's just walking at him.
Yeah.
Nothing they can do under these towers. I mean, it's a silencer and a keeper of the light. Any spirit hero is just like, when there's no level 6, there's no global silence to worry about. Like, who cares, man?
Right?
Ooh,
And Noob, in fact, he gets jumped on by Tofu. Quinn might just stick around. One more sleight of fist, and they're in even more trouble. Quinn decides to remnant out, though.
The blocks!
For the pig pull, but the body blocks and the arrow. That might be enough to get Quinn out of there. Remnant again. Damage over time coming in, but the shield keeping him alive.
Come on,
just barely
surely.
long enough. Is it going to be enough damage to kill him off? It doesn't look like it. 30 HP left over on that shield too, and he just gets out of dodge.
How is he so stone cold right now? How is he still just here with TP? That's crazy.
He wants to wait until his remnant's back up again.
Oh, those body blocks were so sick of the illusion. By the way, I'm told there's a doomed Morphling. So that's happening. Yeah, he's going to go down.
All right, well, that happens. So
I mean, they've been
managed to
mid
find it.
for
Is Quinn dead?
so long trying to kill Quinn. Yeah, Morph got ditched hard.
Jeez. They don't even get him. Duraccio makes the move up there. It's even the break coming in. Interesting. But yeah, it's the tier 1 tower taken. And I mean, you just look at these heroes from Quest. The panel talked about it. They don't really do that much right now. They're going to try and roll in and see if they can find a stun for some kill. But honestly, Noob is taking a ton of damage from the tower. And another sleight of fist. He might die in his Pango roll-up. The Remnant doesn't want to go in for this one. It might be the death of him. And so, in fact, when the Sunder comes out and the shield rune's picked up for Noob, that's enough to get Quest out of there. Crazy.
Well, this lead is growing pretty quickly here right now for Gaimin Gladiators. I mean, it's just been like brawling, big old barn burner in the mid lane here, but everywhere else they are picking up that gold between the Doom and the TB, just farming the whole time. Celery, level 6, down bottom, catching full wave under the tower right now too as he works towards some drums to keep this aggressive pushing going. And Tofu also just picking up some scraps mid as he closes in on level 6. So definitely looking like some classic GG right now. Just hit like very similar heroes, very similar play style, just doing their thing.
Okay. For a second there, I was like, wow, that's early to call it, but I don't disagree. And okay, yeah, Gaimin Gladiators, my bad. It took me a second because it is looking a little bit rough for the old Quest guys. Yeah, I guess that again, I think Lacoste and Kezu are both talking about the pace at which Gaimin Gladiators step up and put aggro on, and them just kind of needing to hold back this tidal wave of aggression that's coming out, which it feels like, they're sort of doing. They're not like losing hero after hero, but the map is just so much into Gaimin Gladiators' favor.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, what's the turnaround here? Like, I mean, this is again one of the problems I kind of have with Tide. I think about like offlaners that can try and turn things around. Tide, unfortunately, not one of them. Oh, that would have been big.
I mean, it's the neutrals are putting out pretty big highlight plays here for Quest, but
they're trying.
They're trying at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's all on the Pango right now. Because, like, Tide, maybe he can help you with that one Ravage play, but you need more than that. You need quicker, faster movements. You got to use these runes. So they're trying to make it happen with a Pango and a Coddle. Like, it's basically just Pango with 2 swashbuckles and shield crashes. That's who can make their plays.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, we'll see if it makes the difference. I mean, we saw the, Wisdom runes getting picked up earlier for these supports, but the other thing is that Celery basically got, 5 free waves bottom. He's level 8 on this bounty hunter with drums.
Oh,
and
hey,
that's
like
without
their
that many
mid.
kills.
Their mid's level 8, Gabe. Is that good?
What the hell? Yeah, this is a problem. This is a pretty serious problem. And they might get this tower, but what do they get after?
Tracked. They get tracked. Where are you going? Because they're going to find out. They're going to know, and they're going to farm the other half of the map right now. Tofu's just in the Radiant jungle, also farming it up with the Verdurous Dale, just healing, arrowing some bird. This is how you know the game's going well. Rana's just jungling for her mech.
I think Dyrachyo just sundered Bounty for a heal up, which is pretty hype.
Nice.
So.
Oh, wait, noob, trying to punish it.
Oh, and not going to be able to do it.
Damn, with
Bold
the
move.
haste rune.
Okay, 6K gold lead. It does still feel like you mentioned, there might be a window here where they can make some type of a big play happen with Ravage. Has it ready, has a Vlad's on a Mar. He's been able to pretty AFK farm, but losing these heroes like this, it feels pretty rough. I mean, even without track there, it's still, Quinn is just out of this world strong right now.
There's just nothing that can touch him. It's pretty much that simple at the moment here. It's okay, they missed that connection on the arrow. Maybe they can get a turn kill here on Celery. At least he's worth a lot, right? Oh, is this it, Amar? Is this it? He wanted it.
Oh, but the Moonlight Shadow and the pick pull, he's out rolling the little boulder. Getting a little bit of distance, but it is finally going to be a second kill on the board for Quest. They managed to take down that very strong bounty hunter.
Diffusal Blade out as well for Noob. Huge timing. That's where you can actually start pumping out a lot more damage. They also have this global ready to go. They want Quinn, and they want him bad. That is certainly the dream hero here in terms of getting a kill with the global, but he's rotating back to the midst. They're going to head towards the guy who's a little bit more stationary, and that's going to be Ace on the Doom. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait. No. We're thinking. Calculating.
They're thinking about
Thinking about using the tier 1 token. Oh, here we
Quinn.
go.
They got him. Silence for the moment. Do they have the control, though? Rooted, disarmed. Not gonna happen. DOT, is it enough? No, because Tofu has a mech and heals Quinn back up. It was so close to being the kill they wanted, but couldn't connect on it.
Wow, he actually dies there without the mech.
Well, rough stuff for Quest. That was global use. They didn't use Ravage for it, though.
No, Tide wasn't there, so at least you still have that to work. But I mean, they had to use everything. They used the morph into the Ember to connect the bolas, and it just wasn't enough, right?
Oh, and Tide or Mar did not have dust in his inventory. He had to switch it over from backpack, so can't connect onto Bounty Hunter there either. So that rotation bottom will not bear fruit.
I like how
Man, Trent.
Tide and Bounty are just playing the same game. The position 5 and the position 3 are just both catching waves bottom.
Right. Well, they are catching heroes in the mid lane. Kaori, another death for him. 0-5 on the silencer has kind of just been food. It's been a tough one for him. Really tough for Quest. As their ward is going to get taken away, and still everybody AFK farming. I mean, Ace, disassembled Vanguard and is in Octarine now with his Midas, and now has bots. Like, this is a greedy little Doom right here.
I've seen this one before. Triple gauntlets, this is a disgusting build. Like, imagine seeing this like a couple months ago. You would think this guy was like griefing his pub. Be like, oh wow, Octarine Midas, haha. And here we are. Just the good stuff.
Just very strong. Very big hero. Wow. 10K gold lead with only 6 kills separating the two teams. One side can find fights and find pickoffs, and for Quest, they are on the other team.
They are, in fact, yes. This is one of the Dota games of all time, I would say. Did you know there's a Terrorblade in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't seen him in a while, huh?
That's a little scary.
I do love how they have just been 3v5 pretty much. Like, we haven't really seen Ace that much or Dyrachyo, and they're just both humongous. Credit to Amar. He's also very farm because he is just catching waves. Unfortunately, that's one of the problems with Tidehunter is that it doesn't really matter if this happens. This has to happen to be a hero, but you're not really a dominating hero with this gold, especially when you're going a Vlad's into question mark build. I'm not even sure what he's going to opt for.
Yeah. I mean, Pipe feels like a decent option. Like, a lot of the damage that's been coming out has been Quinn. He's got this Maelstrom now too, but to be honest, you're still dealing with, like, the Terrorblade that's going to be online soon and getting towards a Scotty. It feels pretty freaking hard to play right now.
Oh,
Global out. Trying to find Ember for the kill. Stun. and Remnant, and another chance and another opportunity wasted as, well, depending on this goes, Arrow out finds Omar. The gankers turn into the gankies, and now Rooted Noob, he also is in trouble. The Doom comes through, Ace is right there on top of him, and just an absolute clinic being put on by Gaimin Gladiators here.
I have the pipe, guys. Amar is ready for battle. And like you said, it's a ton of magic damage, so maybe if he's there, I mean, surely the next fight has to be it. They're going to have to find some sort of a smoke play. They're going to have to wait till Global's back up, so it's going to be 90 seconds. Or maybe they could just go without Global and kind of YOLO a little bit. If they wait for Global, there's a chance T2000 gets close to his Scotty. Maybe then they try and go for something, but they have to find a play here pretty soon. Like, Tormentors are coming up. That creates an opportunity. Unfortunately, T2000 is just being stalked right now by Celery.
God. Yeah. And I mean, every time that happens, he's
this
actually
is
got
it. All right. One hero. How many leaps?
Battle. Finding him. One leap, one TP, one chance out, no chance for a kill. Woo, man.
Here they have no
hurts.
stuns.
Under attack.
All right.
They have found a crucial flaw in their lineup.
Well, pressure towers. Maybe this is the moment where they can feel a little bit more comfortable going in. They don't have Doom ready for another 30, and Amar just going to stand tall but get the tower denied in his face. Salt in the wounds.
Amar with the beast there. It's pretty nice. Trying to help out there. Do like this item a lot, I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll see if it can help out Noob here, but I mean, they actually have a lot of spells, but this is going to matter now here too, right? It's kind of good.
Yeah, that's true. Sleight of Fist, everything that Duraccio does.
Not bad.
Well, Trent.
Yeah, but
First game watching Western Europe on the new patch looks a lot like the last patch.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back, bud. How you been? You been good?
I've been good, you know, just watching some Dota.
Yeah,
hanging out.
All right. Now I'll give you. I predict 0 ravages this game.
You think 0?
0.
There won't be one,
Not
even like
one.
as the throne is falling.
No, he'll be doomed. He won't be able to.
Oh, he's got a lot of armor.
What do you think?
I would take pretty good odds on that if I'm going to be honest. I think I would take that bet. I think there's going to be at least one Ravage. Oh, look at that. There might even be a Ravage on Celery as he goes down. But they do lose the Silencer in return.
Wait.
Tofu.
Hold,
Oh, it's about to happen.
Hold.
Trent, it's about to happen. Watch out. He's coming aboard.
Pressed it.
He's looking for his moment. And it's back to Farman as they end up trading the kills 1 for 1. But it turns out walking away is a very strong defense.
I mean, it's all about the threat of the Ravage, right? You know,
That's
once
true.
it's used, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
Fair point.
Attack.
Well,
Now, I also heard that there's a Terrorblade in this game.
okay.
I know we still haven't seen him, but he does exist. You know, if a Terrorblade is in the forest and he farms a creep, but no one's there to hear it, did he really farm the creep? That's the question. Urdu Thunder is not quite sure of the answer because they haven't seen him in about,
Radiant are
well,
scattered.
really 15 minutes.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, and, you know, they're going to find out very quickly that, yes, indeed, he does still farm creeps, even if nobody's there. And, well, he has Scotty done, and is probably going to be heading into Roche in just a second here. They're scanning it, at least. We'll see if it is going to be Quest wanting to come and contest, or if maybe Gaimin Gladiators even feel comfortable with it.
Oh, another smoke up here. Ace is looking to do his thing. Every time I click him, he just has a new item.
It's crazy, right?
I like how he still has that one gauntlet.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's value, man.
Yeah, he'll save that
Dire's
backpack one for
structures
later.
are fortified.
All right, Quest. They have to defend their Tormentor. And, oh, God, Quest need to be really careful. Ace sees the opportunity. He's waiting. The
Amar.
jump in finds him. Doom, he does get the pipe off. But I don't think that's going to matter that much in the context of this fight. Morphling up on the high ground. waveform to try and get away from everybody. There's still a lot of damage here on the Dyrachyo, and he's silenced for the moment.
Amar?
This fight is actually kind of going okay here,
Amar?
with the exception of Amar going down. And, well, the Ravage comes out. The turnaround is there. Dyrachyo gets brought down. They went in too deep for the jump and didn't have the follow-up damage for Amar. He comes back in with the Ravage. Celery now trying to turn this fight himself. The arrow goes out, not going to connect onto Noob. TA2000 doing a lot of work already, but can he do even more? Quinn, sleight of fist, run away, TP's out, and they will thank their lucky stars on Gaimin Gladiators they don't lose more.
Okay, how much gold did Morphling just get? 900 more gold there. Ooh, that was so much gold. That was a humongous swing for them. And as you said, around the Tormentor time, they're going to immediately retreat and go back to it. Everyone's up, alive. They can't be contested. TH1000. So what is going on with him right now? He bailed. Okay, he's going back for the full eggs instead of the Scotty. I like it.
All right.
That's a gameplay right there. That's actually doing something. And we get Coddle with the recall shard too. Okay. Opportunity to maybe make some plays around the map now because of this. Better than ending up with the silencer one, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that if you're going to play this type of lineup where everything's like slowed down, you're trying to hold off, you need to have that ace in the hole on the other team, in the Morphling at the very least. And I think that is like an incredible answer against Terrorblade. The Aghanim Scepter is just so good against him.
Well, they're going to play a little bit safer this time and go back for the old Roche. But there's another Aghanim Scepter onto Noob as well. So yeah, two Aghanim Scepters, as you said, that are both very good versus Terrorblade.
Do you think this is enough to deal with the TB? Or is dealing with the TB even the issue at this point?
All that really matters is what happens with Quinn's BKB and this next global and this Ravage. I feel like that is the dance that they need to play if they want to try and win another one of these fights. That last fight went so poorly because they doomed the Tidehunter, but they didn't have the follow-up damage to kill him. So he just kind of like walked off to the side. Ace chased a bit too long, then he doubled back. They were like running under a tier 2 tower. It was definitely like a classic sloppy, we're so far ahead, we take kind of a dumb fight play. And I expect them now to try and slow things down and stabilize a bit.
Okay. Well, we'll see
we've all
if,
done that, right? You know?
Yeah. I mean, when I saw those three heroes walking together as a Doom player, I would imagine it's hard to turn that down. But it ended up coming back to bite him in the butt. Now, Quest, they are going to get their smoke broken by Celery. Another good play by the Bounty Hunter. He scouted out that movement over. Quinn still playing around with Amar down bottom, but as you said, it looks like Gaimin are opting to play it a little bit slower at this point, just farm up the entire map.
It is also post 25 minutes now, so look at Amar with those two bracers. So much tankier. Big help for him right now.
Let's go.
We got a Wraith Band as well on the TB. The only person on GG who's abusing that. Them right now, and it's nice when you're behind and it's a kill heavy meta. Might be worth it to grab a couple if you're on that dire side, you know. But Amar, the lone bracer holder with that lovely new buff.
He also has been able to pick up a Lotus Orb now. So, you know, a nice answer potentially for these Sunders, for these Dooms. But, you know, obviously it's going to come down to how the sort of fights are positioned much more than anything else. But, yeah, again, sort of positioned on the top side of the map right now. Ace looking for somebody to come and pressure this in. Does he find Noob? Noob is just going to hit from far, not wanting to present himself as the target.
It has that dragon scale as well, so it lingers for a little bit there.
They see Celery. That sneaky ward up there. Scouting it all out, and Noob is going to back away.
Yeah, op sentry combo, letting him know, as I said. Things are not safe. There is the Boots of Bearing, though. Done for Celery, so another great sieging tool available here as they get a little bit close to Quinn with his shield rune, and Amar's just going to whip himself away here. Tofu thinking about the YOLO arrow, scouting. So he pinged it. He said this is going to hit. Did you see that?
No, it didn't.
He was like, no, I got this. He's like, tied right here. It did not connect.
Unfortunate. Well, so they are sieging mid while Dyrachyo is pressuring up top, too. Kind of splitting the attention a bit of Quest. And in the meantime, it does feel like Quest is kind of just giving up this all the outer towers for the moment, setting up down bottom, trying to pressure in a little bit there as well. Maybe going to try and find a pickoff as the TP comes back in. Ace is a hard one to get, though.
He sure is. He has 3,100 HP right now. And how much armor is it? 43 armor. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Good lord. Plus 31.
That's not an easy kill.
That was pretty disgusting.
But again, the big question that always comes up is breaking high ground. Are you able to do it? Right now, Quest, they're still kind of holding on to their map a bit. They're getting farm around it. They pick up a Wisdom Rune now. They do just die on Kaori, so 8 deaths for the boy. It's been a bit rough, but they're holding out.
Oh, all right. Hold. We're just going to stand next to each other. Drop a flag. Okay, good.
I feel like the shard might change the game a little bit for Amar here. Being able to have like some slight poke damage that's not a huge commit would be nice.
Yeah. That or the Ags also would have been kind of solid this game for trying to hold on. But I don't know, tied Ags is hard to make work these days, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's so expensive to get, and then it's so mana intensive. Like if you look at him now, like he only has like 950 mana. So it is a tough ask right now.
True enough. Well, probably hoping to hold out for a Tormentor, I can imagine, for the shard, and then for holding on to towers, it feels like now they've kind of given up on that, leaving everything except for those that are up on high ground to be left behind. Haven't been able to find that good fight with the Pango Ags or the Morphling Ags yet. Obviously, with the Aegis wearing down now, 10 seconds away, we might see that movement next.
Yeah, and interesting, 30 minutes in, no shards for Gaimin Gladiators yet. They didn't take their Tormentor.
What the
Nobody
hell?
need to purchase one yet either. Very strange in this current era of Dota to have that happen.
I guess their support shards are kind of garbage. Like the Shadow Walk and the Murata one are pretty
you
bad.
telling me you don't want Shadow Walk Ember?
Yeah, right? That sounds
Come on
pretty
now.
Cool. Well, whatever the case is, they won't be able to make anything happen there. They are bringing 4 heroes bottom to try and find Ace, maybe? I mean, he's over
out
here. They go in for it. Immediately finds the bounce back. BKB Ace. Decides, fine, I'll fight you. Immediately dooms the Pango. Can they find a fight after this, though? Celery still stalking in the area, but now Doom down. Things getting very awkward. They have Duraccio not with them at all, and so, yeah, it looks like that's just going to be the extent of it.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under attack.
I mean, Tormentors aren't for another like what 2 minutes? I feel like it was about 23 when they took it. So Doom will of course be back up. I mean, you don't really care about chucking it out these days anymore with Doom, right? Like he has a level 20 talent, he has Octarine, so like, you know, IDC throwing out Doom. 45 seconds. That's actually insane that it's back in 45 seconds.
That shouldn't be a thing. Although
Celery. He's got the greater healing Lotus.
he also has a. Why did you say it like that? He also has a 4-step TP out.
Lotuses.
Oh,
The
right.
anime.
Yeah.
I thought it was the rule.
My bad. I forgot. That was a Luna accent. It sounded sort of Swedish, right, Scriff? Is that
Right? Yeah, right?
no,
Right?
he's saying no. 23,000 gold lead now at 31 minutes. And I mean, Gaimin Gladiators, Roche back up in a minute. Potentially, at the very least, might end up being able to find that one on the dire side, depending on how it goes. And it does kind of feel like Quest is going to be able to get their second Tormentor.
I feel like I can hear the conversation they had after they lost that fight, bottom by the Tormentor. It was just like, all right. Let's lame this one out, guys. Like, let's not dive at tier 2s. We don't need to do that. Kills are worth too much. Goodbye, Kaori.
Oh my god.
Oh, the dub.
Now they go in. And go in they did. And easy too. And no buyback on any of them. Is that really? Oh no, okay, they just got buyback on Morphling. Still though, that feels horrific. if you're Quest, because now they just get to go high ground for free.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know what you're going to do about this one. I think you just hold tier 4s and you just blast it out. You really don't try, don't get picked off as Coddle right now.
Oh, man. Okay, they can bring Amar back with recall if they want to take that fight. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be the one set mid. And, well, are they going to go top 2?
That was such a risky TP.
That was crazy. All right. Amar, he doesn't have blink, 7 seconds. It looks like they're trying to hold. Again, 25 until Morph. It needs to be a great fight for him to buy back, and does not look like it's going to be a great fight. Celery manages to back out, so an easy free lane of Rax mid.
These boots are bearing. I don't know, man. That defusal. See ya. I am uninhibited. Pop those things, and he's just out of there.
What a great use of uninhibited there, by the way.
Well, I got you.
good.
Don't worry. Yeah.
That was wonderful. For those of you
It's
that
the
don't
best
know,
active name.
Inhibit is the active name of Diffuser, which is why that was particularly good.
You know, we lost one of the best ones, which was Enlightened from Tone.
Oh, really? That's a good point.
Yeah, I like
We
that
did
one.
get a good new one, though, which is lit on the Watchers. It's lit when they turn on.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I thought you were gonna bring up like dispenser or something. Suppress. It's
Yeah.
lit. No, we got lit now.
Oh, speaking of something that's lit, Quest going on in for the Roche. Look at this. They're like, hey, guess what, Doom? It's down. You guys went top. We're taking Roche. How do you like me now? All right, this is going to matter, though.
I love this. Take notes, support players. This one's pretty good. Hiding in those little trees.
Yeah. The hell out of there. Oh, TP away. Everybody get out.
Oh, he knows. It's
Oh,
not good.
no!
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
Is
Okay.
that just because he tracked first?
Probably. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Unlucky.
I mean, so here's the question. We saw the dive that happened bottom as Quinn is going to take away this rune. Does it make enough of a difference that you're still willing to go high ground at this point for Gaimin Gladiators? Do you think that they care, or is it worries and worries about what happened last time they went a bit too far? I mean, again, it's 30K gold league. Feels like they should be able to go high ground.
I think maybe you don't go high ground unless you have the refresher. Like maybe you go high ground with Doom refresher. Although he just bought something. I think. What did he? Oh, he just bought a shard. Okay.
All right.
I think maybe you wait till refresher, and until then you just chill outside the base. Like farm the tormentors, get really good vision around so you can tell when they're leaving the base. Let them burn through their smokes. I don't think you necessarily need to go high ground. T2000 trying to be sneaky there with the Manta play. See if you could bait like a bad Doom or something maybe.
Oh,
But there goes the
going
Tormentor.
All right. So Marana gets the little 360 jump away that you can do with the leaps and the extra leap charge. Love to see it.
And that puts it as just Celery and Duraccio left. They do the other Tormentor, so they could get Demon Zeal if they want to do it. Duraccio doing all the item management there for the mech to get back at full HP. Put everything in his backpack.
Nice.
And drop some stuff there, trying to get juice back up, which he does now up to 3k HP. Oh man, he is humongous.
That is true. He is very hard to kill right now. I mean, again, I think the reason that you take this Morphlane Ags is to help deal with this Terrorblade, and in a lot of ways, I think he still should, right? Like, you're kind of going to cripple Duraccio in a way.
Listen, I mean, he's got 186 Agi. Morph has 277. All right,
That's fair.
that's a lot of Agi.
Oh,
Look
the
at
leap away.
Tofu.
Can they get him? Trying to find him. Look at all the leap charges.
No way, he still has the Ogre Seal.
Oh
Flop.
my god, dude, he's so fine. And on the other side, they kill Lamar. Yep, that's Doom used. That's an easy one. Tofu, can they finally bring down the pesky Tofu man? They will.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, trade-off of one apiece, but Amar going down, that one definitely hurts.
That's tough. What's left in this Aegis now? Still 2 minutes? My goodness.
Okay. Morphling switching into TB form. No Lincolns yet for Dyrachyo to stop that from happening, but he's queuing it up right now.
Still, you know, pretty hard to avoid as well, obviously, with illusions.
All right.
Dire's top tower.
Start to bring it down. Ace, ooh, jumps in, but not able to find him. Broken, turned upon, and Morphling just dead one time. Can he get away a second round now? They jump with the stomp. They find the control. He is backing away. Pango rolling back and forth in the Pango roll. And that is enough to make sure that TA2000 gets out. 10 seconds until Morph is going to be back up. But the damage may be already done. Now, Amar, he does have Blink Ravage if he wants to go for it. Blinks in, and nothing. Nothing afterwards. They have Doom ready. If they want to go on him, they can. Thinking about it at the very least.
I mean, they still have global, so there is some concern about full-on commitment, I guess. But, I mean, BKBs are up pretty much for everyone but Quinn. You know, everyone important, I guess. You know, Celery, obviously, has his 9-second BKB, which is all that matters.
Right, of course.
The true carry here. As Amar bravely exits the base and attempts to wrap around before spotted by that pesky bounty hunter.
He really has been a thorn in their side. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough one for Quest. Just getting anything going, it feels like. They just haven't been able to make any moves on the map.
It's just like constantly being pushed. Even from the very beginning, like Celery just being on the waves on the bottom as this bounty hunter. Mirana being able to catch random waves places. Obviously, TB and Doom just played waves plus creep camps because they can just like farm so efficiently for the first like 25 minutes. They just got outpaced heavily, and now you can just look at that. The bots too in on top of Celery. Easy peasy.
Devastating. Still a lot of survivability there. It does not look like it's going to be enough. They might be able to get the counter kill though onto Celery here as they try and chase them. Oh, does he get
imagine the
this?
jukes.
Nah, there's no way. But their base is starting to drop in the meantime. Mar has Ravage. Can't afford to use it on this with no follow-up help from his buddies.
Ace is coming. He refreshed the Doom.
Oh no, not like this. Dyrachyo with the DD rune, just walking on in. Hey buddy, how you doing? And that was the Morphling Ags cast, but the Lincolns blocked it. So, yeah, that feels bad.
Yikes. He missed the memo on that one.
Oh, yeah. All right, 37,000 gold lead, even with Celery dead. They are looking to finish this one off here.
He still has
Heads on in. Kill Kaori one more time just to be a bully. He does get the global off before he gets stunned. So won't be brought down right there, but that is Mega Creeps. And Quest trying to hold on for all their worth. But their worth is less than all these heroes on the side of Gaimin Gladiators right now.
Ace, of course, still bringing out the Midas when it is ready to swap for his refresher because, you know, this game, who knows how long it could go. You got to keep those efficiencies up.
It's just value, honestly. Oh, Doom applies break. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Push now, says Dyrachyo. Is he done? Oh, no, the refresher.
Oh.
That wasn't that close anyway, honestly. He still had like 700 to go or something.
That's true.
Okay,
maybe
it wasn't that much. It was only 500, but still.
Maybe in 3 minutes he'll be able to get it.
He just bought his shard. He's like, that's never happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Their draft just has so many issues in it that need to be addressed. And right now, I mean, Gaimin Gladiators are completely dominating this one.
They're just so stupidly good at playing with their 4 and 5 around their mid.
Right.
Just consistently over and over again. And it gives so much space to Ace and so much space to Dyrachyo. It's like the same story over and over. Tofu is in a warning battle with Kaori in the Dire base.
Get out of there! Run! He's away. All right. Well, they didn't pick him off that time. It was close, though. Man. It's been a clinic. They have really just been making them feel bad. You know, it's been the bully hour.
It is surprising that we are approaching an hour as we hit 42 minutes of this game, because it has not been looking too close for a pretty long time. Other than that one fight, of course, that they won. But truly, that was kind of just carelessness from Gaimin Gladiators, and they recognized that. And once again, Ace has picked up a new item. The Aghanim's coming out here now. Is that already with the full recipe? Oh yeah, it's already in there. It is infused. Okay, it's got 4,243 HP now.
My God, what a scary person. You know, it's just spooky. They got a Hex on Mirana. What's sort of admirable is that the supports have not eclipsed the mid and off laner yet. You know, it's sort of been all the disparity that exists is with this Doom and the Terrorblade, pretty much. I mean,
got the double Wisdom Rune on their side, by the way. He just got a fermented Wisdom Rune. This thing's been a nice oak cask over here on the Radiant side, just aging so finely. Now he's going to get himself a shard, or he's going to donate to Celery. Let's see.
What if he dies to it?
That would be impressive.
Oh, he gets his
easy.
own.
He works hard for his shard.
Very Canadian.
I did that one for Suns fan.
That was good. 17-7, man. And waiting the entire time through, and Roche about to be capable of respawn. It's capable of respawn right now. It is blissfully only going to be a minute away as we wait for Gaimin Gladiators to try and close this one out.
I like how you say that, and yet it was like a basically 3-minute timer. Like, it was pretty much 3.
I mean, who knows? You know, these things happen. And Quinn, he's just like, sirs, can we get on over here? Can you come join us? Oh, wait a minute. They're gonna have to go through the gate.
The Twin Gate?
Here you go. This is where the comeback happens. Quest, they can run top and ward that area, and then they'll be ready for them to come through the gate. It's gonna be perfect. Can you believe it?
So now, this is third.
Well.
So this would have been Ags here, right?
Yeah, so do you wait for it to go back bottom again? Is that the play?
I think what Quinn was hoping was that it was going to spawn right away. Because if it spawns there and you attack it before it moves, I believe you get the Ags.
Oh,
right? Because it won't, at least that's what's happened in my games, is that as long as you start attacking it, if it goes the other one, you get to keep the Ags rather than getting the Refresher Shard, if you want Ags.
That's pretty hype.
Of course, I don't know what the reset timer is on that. I have no idea.
Guys, wait, though. No, if they wait another 4.5 minutes, then they can get the Aghanim Scepter, and that then put them further ahead, right?
Yeah. I mean, they could just buy them as well, you know. You can buy an Ags, can't buy a Refresher Shard.
Jeez. He's like, Celery, go pick that up. What are you doing? All right, so Refresher Shard online. Did they give that to Quinn? Yeah. You guys are about to see some crazy Ember shenanigans here.
That's a lot of charges. Yeah. Especially when you combine the kills that he'll probably get as well.
That is a good point.
All right, put that Lincoln's on Quinn and let him go in.
Dun, 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 dun. And Quest ready for the impending assault of the 50,000 almost gold ahead heroes. Kaori, the saddest man, the double Doom. They jump in. He has buyback, ready for that global turnaround potential. Ember is in. Doom is in. He has another Doom ready to go at a moment's notice if they so desire, while buildings are being hit. He tried to jump in for the Ravage, but the Doom came out. He gets the Ravage off finally. To no avail, though, and with no buyback. The reset. Quinn jumps. Kaori dies another time. That's 2 dead with no buyback. 52,000, 54,000, 55,000. I feel like...
57, 57.
Can I have a 60? Can I get a 60 one more time now? I feel like an auctioneer. CA 2000, he too will be doomed as Duraccio was right on top of him. Still has the Aegis ready to go. We did get a 61,000 gold lead for Gaimin Gladiators, who will take game number 1 in dramatic fashion. My God.